All right, guys, welcome back. All right, now that the GPS is connected, because that's extremely important, I wanted to have a talk with you guys today about what car is best for you. It's not so much WRX or STI, because if you're really going to put them side by side, I mean, the STI, obviously it costs more for a reason, right? It's got a much more durable transmission. It's got that iconic EJ motor, although it has its issues. So does the FA20. This is more of a talk of what is best for you, and it really is based on your goals. So without further ado, let's kind of jump into everything. Seatbelt is good. So really what it comes down to is, what are you looking to do with the car? So everybody that I talk to, or everybody with a WRX, their goal is hey, I can get the car for 10 grand less or 15 grand less. I could throw a bunch of parts at it and I'll have an STI power. It'll essentially be an STI. And I understand the thought process there, but I'm gonna tell you, if that's your thought process, then you are wrong. You will not have an STI, because the main thing of the STI is the platform, right? Is the drivetrain, is literally, that transmission and the power that it is capable of holding. The WRX's transmission is glass. It's crap. It is what it is. It is not, if you make anything, or not even, let me rephrase that. I mean, I've heard stories of the transmission blowing on a stock car under 20,000 miles. So but realistically, it should last and it should be able to hold. Like, for instance, I have my car tuned, and I am making on a specific type of dyno, which is way worse than a Mustang dyno, but I'm making around 275 for everything, and it's done like that on purpose. This is my daily. I like it to be reliable and safe, not have any issues, as least knock as possible. I stop and start it 20 times a day, right? So that's my reasoning behind it. But if you're really trying to push over that 300 mark, eventually something's gonna go. So yes, so basically what I'm saying is what I've already said. You cannot throw 10 grand at this car and make it an STI. Now, if you want to put a stage 1 or stage 2 motor from IAG in there and then spend another $7,000 on an STI transmission, go right ahead, and you're essentially going to have an STI at that point. You'll have a block that can have the capability of holding 500 wheel horsepower, and a transmission that's bulletproof to be able to hold the power. But again, that's going to put you way over the difference in price between the STI and the WRX. So if you pick up a WRX for super cheap, and I mean like super cheap, then that's a different story. If you want to do the work yourself, or if you feel like paying somebody, that's going to be a ton of money for all that, you most certainly can. But then that's a different story. So if you are looking to make more than 330 horsepower reliably, just buy the STI. That being said, you can literally buy the STI, put on throw on a downpipe, and basically make the same power. The platform is so much higher to begin with. If you don't plan on modding anything, and it's not your game, that's not what you're trying to do, then buy the WRX. You're gonna get much better gas mileage. It looks like an STI except for the big Brembos, and if you don't have the wing on the back, and it gives enough decent power. If you're on the highway and somebody's driving like an idiot, and you want to break away from some people, you have more than enough power to do that. It is a great car for maybe your first car that you mod, and you're not really used to big power numbers, or if you're a dad with a baby in the back seat, you know, it kind of still gives you that a little bit of an edge, so to speak. But you know, it doesn't have too much of a rumble where the baby can't fall, take its naps. So yeah, that's kind of essentially my stand on it. And again, please remember, this is just my opinion, right? For me and where I'm at and what I'm used to and what I like to do, I probably should have went with an STI. I was so in love with the WRX because I had one in 2015. I had to get rid of it because I moved to a city and didn't need a car anymore. And was so heartbroken when I sold it that the first thing I did when I moved back to this house that I purchased a really long time ago, the first thing that I did, welcome to Home Depot, guys, was go and grab one without really digging into, you know, or sitting down and really thinking of what my goals were or what I was trying to do. So that's kind of it. Like I said, it's my opinion. You know, please don't destroy me for it, or destroy me for it. I really don't, to be honest with you, I really don't care. But again, it's really just an opinion. I'm no expert by any means, and I will say that there are a lot of changes that are coming to the channel very, very soon. Doing construction on our house, so we're going to be staying at another property that I have here in St. Pete for a little bit, and that new car that I've been talking about, it is here. So there will be a video release shortly after this one, of me taking delivery of it, and first drive and overview and everything like that. But I am super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed the talk. Please, like I said, leave any comments below. Please subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And let me know what your opinions are, you know, STI or WRX. So thanks again, guys, really appreciate it. Enjoy your day.